Why England and Argentina have such a fierce rivalry. From the Falklands War to the Hand of God, the rivalry between England and Argentina is one of the most emotionally charged in the world. Unlike many sporting rivalries, it is rooted in both war and football, with historical events that have shaped national memories on both sides. While relations between the two countries today are peaceful, the legacy of the 1982 Falklands War and the dramatic 1986 FIFA World Cup quarterfinal continues to fuel the rivalry. The Falklands War, where the modern rivalry began. In April 1982, Argentina invaded the Falkland Islands, known as the Islas Malvinas in Argentina, a British overseas territory in the South Atlantic. Argentina has long claimed sovereignty over the islands, while Britain has administered them since the 19th century. The British government, led by Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher, dispatched a naval task force to retake the islands. After 10 weeks of fighting, British forces regained control in June 1982. The conflict claimed the lives of around 900 people, including approximately 649 Argentines, 255 British military personnel, and 3 Falkland Islanders. The war left lasting emotional scars in both nations. For many Britons, the war was viewed as the defense of British territory and its residents. For many Argentines, the defeat remains a painful national memory, and the sovereignty claim over the islands continues today. For years later, football becomes more than a game. When England and Argentina met in the quarterfinals of the 1986 FIFA World Cup in Mexico, the match carried enormous emotional weight. Although players insisted it was just football, the political backdrop made it much more significant. The game became one of the most famous matches in football history because of Diego Maradona. His first goal became known as the Hand of God. Maradona punched the ball into England's net with his hand, but the referee allowed the goal to stand. Just 4 minutes later, Maradona scored what many consider the greatest goal in World Cup history, dribbling past 5 English players before scoring. It became known as the goal of the century. Argentina won 2-1 and eventually lifted the World Cup trophy. Why emotions ran so high? For many Argentines, defeating England carried symbolic importance only 4 years after the Falklands War. Maradona himself later suggested that the victory felt like a form of symbolic revenge, though he also emphasized that it could never replace those who died in the conflict. For many English fans, however, the Hand of God goal remains one of football's greatest injustices. Even today, it is remembered as an example of controversial officiating before the introduction of video review technology. The rivalry today. Since 1986, England and Argentina have met several more times, including another memorable World Cup clash in 1998, when England's David Beckham was sent off and Argentina won on penalties. Today, the rivalry remains intense whenever the two national teams meet, but it is primarily expressed through sport rather than politics. The Falklands dispute still exists diplomatically, yet football has become the most visible stage where historical memories are revived. More than football. The England-Argentina rivalry is unique because it combines a territorial dispute over the Falkland Islands, Islas Malvinas, the legacy of the 1982 Falklands War, Diego Maradona's unforgettable Hand of God, and goal of the century in the 1986 World Cup, decades of passionate football competition. For both nations, every England-Argentina match is about more than 90 minutes of football. It carries echoes of history, national identity, and one of the sport's most enduring rivalries.